October 19th, 2019. This is the Bulldog Unchained podcast. I'm your host, the King of Villains, Bulldog Malenko. This is 30 minutes of mayhem, and yes, I know I am a day late, but you'll all fucking live. I'm certain of it. And besides, it gave people more time to get their questions in so that I can give you my golden nuggets of wisdom. We're going to lead off with AJ. Why do you guys think it's gay to have a girl touching around that booty hole? Well, to be honest, I think if any guy is concerned, okay, look, I get some guys like to be pegged, like they like for their girl to put a strap-on and just rail them from behind. Look, if that's your thing, cool. That's not my thing. Like, I don't want to simulate a dick in my ass because I don't want a dick in my ass. No, but a finger in the ass during a blowjob, something like that, who cares? And besides, if you're a dude and if you've ever had your asshole licked, Jesus Christ, man, that'll make your eyes cross real goddamn quick. I think that a lot of guys are hung up on it because of those stereotypes and their preconceived notions of, oh, well, that's gay, blah, blah, which, honestly, if you're that concerned about it, maybe you've got some deeper issues to address within yourself, right? Maybe you gay. Maybe you like dick. Maybe you're afraid that you're going to like dick. I don't know. You know me, I've preached the gospel about a finger in the ass during a blowjob for years now. And some people get on that train and some people get left at the station and they never fucking experience it. I don't know. I think it's just that gay fear. People are afraid of being gay for whatever reason. I don't know. Jimmy, we should start a poll now to see how many times people bring up your butthole. Do you think it will be less than 10? Well, this is 30 minutes of mayhem, and I can't remember the last time my butt wasn't brought up at least 10 times, so who fucking knows, man? God damn it. Oh, shit, there's my boy Bruce. Women who suck their own nipples, turn on or jealous that they're better at it? I mean, that's kind of hot, dude. If a girl can suck on her own nipples, that's... I dig it. I mean, it doesn't really do anything for me, but, I mean, it's kind of hot. Yeah, I can't suck my nipples, or I fucking would, probably. I don't know. I love boobs. And I'm a fat dude, so, I mean, my boobs are kind of big. They're just not that big. You know what I'm saying? I got those, like, I got poobs. I got, like, pec boobs. Like, there's still a lot of muscle mass there, but they still, like, they kind of big. You know what I'm saying? Bo, what's your opinion on the draft, and how do you feel about AEW? Side note, Gravel, my buddy Bo's band, opened for Fozzy a few weeks ago, and Chris Jericho is a total asshat douchebag. Brother, you are not the first person that I've heard that from. I've met Jericho once, and he was just super fucking cool, man. But that was a long time ago, like 20 fucking years ago. I haven't watched wrestling in over a month now. I haven't even seen the AEW show. I got to get caught up on all this shit. I know I'm slacking. I get it. So I can't really give you any commentary on this at all. I'm sorry, brother. Gag on it, Glinda. Would you rather have a snake for a penis or the ability to look at people and uncontrollably turn them to stone? Ooh, uncontrollably turn? Like if I look at somebody, they just automatically turn to stone? That would kind of suck. No, I'll take the snake penis. Thank you. In fact, I think there are some ladies that would probably be into that sort of thing. Just imagine how much that motherfucker's gonna move around when he's in there. Like he's wiggling and wriggling. And yeah. It's probably gonna help some ladies out. Gag on it, Glinda, again. You can have sex with one real person from all of human history. Who is your ultimate lay? Damn. That's crazy. I've never really thought about that. Ultimate lay. Like just anybody who's ever existed. Ooh, man. I'm thinking. Son of a bitch. That's very difficult. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not joking. If I could have Betty White in her prime, ooh, God, I'd lay the fucking pipe so hard on that woman. I'm not even remotely kidding. Betty White's like 95 years old, and I would still fuck the shit out of her right now. Okay? But if you've ever seen pictures of Betty White, what she looked like when she was younger, whew, man, yeah. And she's a dirty old whore. Like, oh my God. I bet she was a fucking wildcat in bed. What do you want to bet? Yeah, Betty White, definitely. Josh, who killed Epstein? Who didn't? Is the question. They all pitched in on that collective effort together. But if I've got to point fingers, I'm looking at you, Clinton Foundation, with your 83 suicides of people that have worked with you or been affiliated with you. Honestly, though, who killed Epstein? To quote my buddy Giorgio Tsoukalos, it was aliens. Obviously. Larry, how many more women do I need before I settle down again? Brother, that's the eternal question, isn't it? That's like the fucking how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. See, that dumbass owl, he licked it 3 times and then bit it. Imagine if a woman did that to your dick. Jesus Christ. Oh, she'd lose teeth. My level of violence would surge into a whole new dimension. As far as how many more women you need before you settle down, I mean, is there a limit? Are you on some kind of time constraint here? You were married, right? Like you've been there and done that, and obviously no woman yet has made you feel a certain way of, okay, yeah, this is the chick right here. This is the one that I can build a foundation with. So keep plowing those fields, brother. Sow your seed. Be the best damn farmer you can be. I don't know. I'm probably shit at giving advice like this. All the women, Larry. All of them. Speaking of, gag on it, Glenda. European scientists discovered blood is a replacement for egg in baking. Would you eat or make a blood cake? How do you know that I haven't? You don't know the sacrifices that I make to the Dark Overlord, okay? And I also don't appreciate you assuming things like I wouldn't substitute blood for any cooking ingredient. I mean, oh, look, this calls for a dash of sriracha or a dash of Katie. I mean, this things work out that way. Sometimes you just have to replace, right, and move on. I still think that blood sacrifices should be very much a thing in our society. I don't understand why they're not. Josh, who's your favorite video game villain of all time, and why is it Sephiroth? Dude, Sephiroth is fucking pimp. Final Fantasy VII, that motherfucker, god damn it. I gotta think about this, if he is my favorite. Fuck. Nope, the best video game villain ever is Handsome Jack from Borderlands. Hands down, dude. Handsome Jack was just such a fucking dickhole, but he's hilarious the whole time he's taunting you through Borderlands 2. But then in Borderlands pre-sequel, you actually get to understand why Jack became the way he did, and that the Vault Hunters are kind of dickheads, and Jack is the one responsible for, saving everyone initially. And not a bad guy, man. He was just misunderstood, as are most supervillains, right? Like, they just got pushed too far eventually, and they were like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Yeah, Handsome Jack. Handsome Jack is the best video game villain of all time. Jimmy, Have you heard about the Garlock Fault in California? One that scientists say is able to produce a quake at 8.0 or higher has started to move for the first time on record. Does this mean we might see the big one soon? I can only hope. All of California can fall the fuck off into the ocean, for all I care. As Maynard said a long, long time ago, learn to swim. And I'll see you down in Arizona Bay. Fuck it. I don't understand why people live there. I don't fucking get it. Earthquakes, wildfires, all this shit. Nature's telling you, don't be here. Don't be here. Don't fucking be here. And the shit is happening more and more and more. And so, if y'all are still fucking there when this shit happens, well, good luck hopping off your little sinking island and trying to push it back to the shore, I guess. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Fuck them. God, I hate California. Josh, tell us about your most regrettable one-night stand. Well, it was oak, and it was one that I purchased from Walmart, and it really didn't hold up well. Like, I had it for about a year and it fell apart. And yeah, it was just a shitty one night stand. Like, I didn't even buy two of them. Luckily I didn't buy two of them, because then I would have had double the problems. Let's see. Jimmy, what's it going to take to mend fences with Clooney? Look, man, George Clooney and I have a long and storied history, okay? But that son of a bitch just completely, he did me wrong, man. He did me dirty. And now, he knows about my show. He knows. And he knows that his, maybe former friend is trying to make something out of his life now. But George can't even give a hand up. Instead, he would rather keep his foot on my neck and try to keep me down. And so it would take a huge gesture on his part. Send me money, George Clooney. And at this point, it's all about the money and reforming the friendship. And yeah, he's going to have to reach out to me at this point. Like, I'm waiting, George. You and I, we've got a conversation to have. Gag on it, Glinda. If nuns are married to Jesus Christ, who are monks married to? And does Jesus care if his nuns are virgins or are into butt stuff? Well, technically, virginity consists of breaking or rupturing the hymen. So I'm pretty sure Jesus is totally okay with butt stuff. All right. In fact, God contacted me a long time ago and sent me forth into the world to spread the gospel of butt stuff. That is the book of Bulldog. Like, it's about doing the butt stuff, because he realized that he made a terrible mistake in how he treated the people of Sodom and Gomorrah, and that butt stuff, him canceling out butt stuff led to this overpopulation of the earth. Like, just imagine if you don't want a gut, take it in the butt, ladies. That's how it works. Or swallow. But, I mean, that's amateur shit, really. Take a dick in the ass, ladies. All right? Get after it. Just take it for all it's worth. It hurts. I see the shit that women put themselves through. Fucking Brazilian waxing, plucking their eyebrows, shaving and waxing their legs. Jesus Christ, the things you do to yourselves, but you can't take a dick in the ass. Come on. Get out of there. All right, Josh, what would you do for a Klondike bar? The list would be far shorter of what I wouldn't do. I mean, actually, that's not true. I don't even like Klondike bars. I don't get the whole thing about it. Like, I've had a Klondike bar. I'd rather have just a regular goddamn ice cream sandwich, thank you. There, now we're talking. What would Bulldog do for an ice cream sandwich? Bitch, I love them so much, I'll file your taxes, okay? I'll do them for you. And you probably don't want that to happen, but if I know you got an ice cream sandwich and you need your taxes done, I'm going to forcefully do your fucking taxes and I'm going to take your ice cream sandwich. And there ain't shit you can do about it except nothing and like it. Okay? Gag on it, Glinda. If Amazon starts delivering inside the home, what happens when they deliver sex toys to someone's house? Okay, so Amazon, Jeff Bezos, I hope you're paying attention. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to hire a lot of really good looking women that range between 4'10" and like 5'8", and actually you ain't even got to go there. Just big titties, big asses, Jeff, and you have them girls deliver sex toys inside people's houses, and they also serve as like demonstration models. Okay, fuck Jeff Bezos. This Bulldog is on. Fucking I'll start my own goddamn service. Holy shit, this is brilliant. I wouldn't even have to really market this, man. People would just market it for me. Once I got this company going and I had just 5 satisfied customers, could you imagine the viral marketing campaign that I wouldn't have to pay a fucking dime for this to just take off? God damn it. And if you think about it, it's not prostitution. You're only paying for the sex toys. The women just show up to deliver the sex toys. So there is no exchange of currency for sex. Look at that. Bulldog skirted the system. Holy fucking shit. And you do this, especially in states where weed's legal? Motherfucker. See, this is it. Somebody's going to take this goddamn idea and they're going to become a goddamn bajillionaire off of it. And once again, like Clooney, they're going to reap Bulldog in the fucking dust, and I'm not going to get to reap any kind of benefit or reward from this fantastic idea, this groundbreaking, earth-shattering idea. Fuck. You're welcome, Earth. You're welcome. I just exist for everyone's entertainment, pleasure, and to help all of you succeed in life. That's what I'm here for. Thanks, Gag on it, Glinda. Also, Gag on it, Glinda, do you ever see yourself adopting a child? Why? What the fuck? Adopting a child? No. That's what I need. I need some kid from another country, or a kid that's not mine, just like constantly fuck you, man, fuck you. There are enough kids in my life that already do that. Okay, I don't need that shit. You ever see yourself adopting a child? Oh, Jesus. Glenna, Gag on it, Glenda sends this. Is this a viable story? Mars has water on it because we used to live there, and we messed up the climate so badly that we had to send an escape pod to Earth with only Adam and Eve in it, and the pod was the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. That timeline doesn't really make sense, though. I mean, if Adam and Eve were in that pod, and it wiped out the dinosaurs, I mean, it took a good goddamn long time for modern anatomical man. I mean, that asteroid was, what, fucking 67 million years ago? Modern anatomical man has only existed for like 250 to 300,000 years, I think, or 200 to 300,000 years now is what they are estimating. That's, no, it doesn't fly. However, the us living on Mars at one point, or us coming from Mars, I should say, and fucking up the climate, is that so hard to believe? Like that our species fucked up a planet so bad that only a few managed to escape, and now here we are, and as Graham Hancock says, we're a species with amnesia. So, I mean, we don't know shit about ourselves. We don't know our history. The only thing we can only go back to what, like 5,000 or 6,000 years ago is recorded history. The rest of it's all petroglyphs, hieroglyphs, and shit like that. Most of it we can't decipher. We don't really know what the fuck's going on there. You've got, like, if I'm getting this correctly, the farthest we go back with recorded history is the Sumerian culture, right? Which is modern day Iraq and all that, and Mesopotamia, and those motherfuckers were, they were on some shit, man. Because the Anunnaki came down. Look, I could do a whole goddamn episode about this shit. Yes, it is. I think that it is highly probable that our species did once inhabit Mars. We fucked that up, came here, now we're fucking this up too. Jimmy, what's your best story involving Taco John? Oh, God. So, I have seen Taco John so drunk at a party that he waddled around with his shorts and boxers around his ankles doing that waddle step thing after another beer. And I don't even know if he remembers that, but I remember that. That was circa, 1997, 98-ish, somewhere in there. Taco John. Also, that dumbass decided one day when we were at a pool party that he was going to trade chops with me, as in wrestling chops, as in I'm a former professional wrestler who was trained how to throw chops, and Taco John is not. And Bulldog's chest was slightly red. Taco John's chest was black and purple, and blood was coming out of the pores on his chest, but he took that shit like a fucking champ. Taco John, I love you, dude. Josh, do you consider yourself a super tough dude? It depends on what we're talking about. Emotionally, not really, man. I'm kind of fucking unstable. Somebody could get in my face and scream at me, and I could either laugh, get pissed off, or cry. Like, I don't know. It just depends on how it hits me. As far as physically, I mean, I'm fairly tough. I've taken and dished out my share of ass whoopings. Dished out far more than I've taken. I know that. I don't think it has to do really with toughness. I mean, toughness is really a mentality. That's all it is. It's getting over psychological barriers, shit like that. Dude, you got people you'll see people in bars act like fake tough guys, and the moment they put their hands on somebody, they get knocked the fuck out. One fucking shot. Oh yeah, you're super tough there, glass jaw. Shut up. No. Toughness is, it really is a state of mind, man. I don't know. I like to think that I'm tough if the situation calls for it. There we go. How about that? Josh, is that what you appreciate about me? I know, not a real question. I'm going to need you to dial it back about 10 to 15% there, Squirrely Dan. Jimmy, is a Datsun an acceptable alternative to a Firebird? Now look, a Datsun is very suitable, but it is not a substitute for a Firebird, nor energy weapons. And those are apparently what Barbarella needs, and that's why she left that, because that 710 just wasn't cutting it, But as the man says, space trucking ain't what it used to be. And Jimmy, me, and you, and maybe 3 other people that listen to this fucking episode are gonna understand anything of what I just said, and the rest of these simpleton motherfuckers are gonna be like, what is he talking about? Energy weapons? What? Fucking uneducated, uncultured swine. Gag on it, Glenda. North Carolina police are investigating a nursing home for running a fight ring among residents. Apparently even Alzheimer patients can't forget Fight Club. Or did they just not remember the first rule? Dude, there's this video on YouTube of these 2 old guys. They're in their probably 80s. They get into the most epic street fight I've ever seen. It's like right in front. I think it's right in front of a senior care facility. It is one of the funniest fucking videos I have ever seen in my life. I cannot remember if anyone actually landed a punch, but they both fuck each other up real good. Oh my God. Senior Fight Club. God damn it. See, why didn't I think of that? Jimmy, how did you feel about Tina not being not so tiny in Borderlands 3? Well, I mean, you got to realize Borderlands 2 came out in 2012, man. That was 7 years ago. So now yeah, Tina's grown up. I love it. I thought Tiny Tina's character was still fantastic in Borderlands 3. I hope that they do more with the DLC and stuff to come. Like, I hope that there's more Tiny Tina, because let's face facts, Tiny Tina is just fucking amazing. She's wonderful. Gag on it, Glenda. Besides yourself, what is the best thing you've ever baked? So, I don't really bake per se. Like, I don't do cakes, pastries, any of that. I don't really do that. But one thing that I do very well with the oven is I slow cook ribs, like by steaming them. I'm gonna tell you right now, there are a lot of people that will talk up their ribs and shit, but I promise you, if you ever get to eat my ribs, you're going to be like, how in the fuck did you do that? And I will never fucking tell you. Never. Never, ever, ever. Because I worked really fucking hard to perfect that shit. Gag on it, Glenda. Do girls like being choked, or do girls that like being choked run the risk of freaking out their robbers if they choke them? Maybe Netflix should pick this up as a romance movie. Should girls that like being choked let their life insurance companies know? No to the life insurance company, because they may void your goddamn policy if something happens to you. However, if I were to ever be robbing a woman and I choked her and she moaned and was like, oh yeah, daddy, harder. Well, now I'm no longer robbing you. We're probably in a relationship. Okay? Like, you're going to have Viking babies. That's happening. Okay? That's your life insurance policy. Definitely ain't going to cover that. Whew. Jesus. Josh, I'm sure you have, but have you seen Joe Rogan's new Netflix special? I think it's called Strange Times. What did you think? I laughed hysterically the whole time. Dude, Rogan is the best. Right now, he is the best. I know that Kevin Hart sells out fucking stadiums and shit, and that's cool. Kevin's got a great shtick. Like, he's got his audience. I'm part of his audience. I love Kevin Hart. I love all these other, but Joe Rogan to me is the new heir apparent to George Carlin. He does social observational humor. Like, he does social commentary, and I love it. He's so fucking real and so raw. It's incredible. Like, I love Joe Rogan's stand-up. If you can watch any of his stand-up specials, you're not going to be disappointed. They're all fucking hilarious. But yes, I have watched that one so many times. I saw it when it came out on Netflix. I've watched it tons of times. Let's see here. Gag on it, Glenda. For $80, an Atlanta barber will cut your hair naked. Maybe you need to do the show naked and charge people money. Look, if that's what I got to do, if I have to whore myself out by taking my clothes off and do the show naked, well, guess what? I'm sitting here in my boxer briefs right now. So, how do you feel about that? Because it's Saturday morning-ish. I don't even know what fucking time it is. Yeah, it's fucking 10:30 in the morning. And I'm doing this show for you people because I fucking love you. And I don't want anybody to get all depressed on me and shit, because I know what that's like. And you got expectations, and I made you wait a whole fucking day. But $80, if I'd be happy if I could get 80 people to donate $1 a month to the show. Like that, I'd be like, oh my God, this show is actually making money. That would be crazy, right? Actually, you know what would be really crazy? Just think about this. Right now, I average between 22 and 25,000 downloads a month. Imagine if I even got, okay, $1 a download, let's say 22,000. So at 50 cents, we're at 11,000. Okay? At a quarter, I'm at $5,500 a month. I could do this fucking show if I could get 25 cents per download. Holy fucking shit. Really? 25 cents? That's cheaper than feeding them little starving fucks in Africa. Okay? And they don't even entertain you. Well, I mean, unless you're me, and then they entertain the fuck out of me. But I'm sick. So, moving on. Russ. 5.5 inches, boys. God damn it, Russ. Ugh. I hate my friends. Now I gotta find this. Now I gotta go to the other one that's actually on my status to get the rest of these questions. Okay. So, Samuel. In accordance with the law, that it is wrong to have a radio speaker on a volume that is not even or a multiple of 5. Is it wrong for anyone to cook food in the microwave for anything that is not in increments of 5 seconds? So when I cook stuff in the microwave, it's usually for 2 minutes at a time. I don't care if it says heat it up for a minute. It's going in for 2. And if I have to stop it early, I stop it and then I hit clear. Okay? That's how that works. I don't like this 5 bullshit. All right? The 5 things is throwing me off. Samuel. During my trip to Michigan, I had to deal with a case of pneumonia. Fuck that. It was the most unpleasant experience I've ever had in my entire life, and I'm still suffering from the side effects. But it made me wonder if you've ever had an illness that was the most unpleasant experience in your life. So I've had pneumonia. It sucked. Like, it was terrible. But at least once a year. Oh, well, let me tell you. Actually, so at least once a year, I will get hit at the same time with an upper respiratory, inner ear, and sinus infection. Fucking kill me. It feels like I'm dying anyway every fucking time, and I'm ruined for like at least a week. Like, I'm fucked. I can barely stand up. That being said, the worst thing, I mean, I guess it's kind of an illness because it's appendicitis, but dude, when my appendix ruptured, holy shit, I've never been shot with a shotgun, but that's what I imagine it felt like. It was awful. Fuck, that sucked ass. Samuel, what is your least favorite Halloween candy? Goddamn candy corn. That shit's nasty. Get it the fuck out of here, gross motherfuckers. Devin, do you believe in nature or nurture? Are people raised the way they are? Are people raised the way they are, or bred it, or simply a mixture of both? Well, it's a mixture of both. You have your genetic coding. You've got your DNA, and there's a lot that goes into your DNA. Like, the people from hundreds of years ago in your family tree have contributed to you being here and being who you are today. But that being said, your environment is also responsible for a lot of what you become. Clark's outside giving somebody hell right now. His DNA is to bark at everything that walks by the house. But yeah, no, it's a combination of both. The way you're born and the way you're raised. Like, it's kind of a crapshoot. It's luck of the draw. A lot of us don't get lucky. Somebody's upstairs talking with Emily, I guess. I don't know. This microphone picks up every goddamn thing in this house. Fuck, let's see. Andy, if cerebral palsy is a brain injury, why am I smarter than most of my friends without having something wrong with their brain? I mean, that's a damn good question, bruh. You are pretty goddamn intelligent. Like, you're one of the smartest people I know. But you're also one of the most retarded people I know. So it's kind of a trade-off, right? Like, you know, yeah, I know that I'm halfway intelligent, but I also know that I'm really fucking retarded. As far as brain injuries, see, the Arnold came out. I know that I've had multiple concussions and shit from sports through the years and all that. So yeah, you know, CTE, baby. That's what I blame it on. Jimmy, since fall is all over us, do you think it should be common courtesy from women that steal our hoodies or sweaters to at least use some cinnamon scent in their sweater melons for us to enjoy when we motorboat them? I thought that was standard. Like, Does your lady not put like pumpkin spice in her titties for you during the fall? Because I love pumpkin spice titties. I mean, I love all titties, but I really love pumpkin spice because I'm a huge, gigantic, basic bitch. God, I love fall. I love that it's cold. I love that in the morning when I go to work now, I have to wear a coat. Like I got this fucking flannel jacket with a hood, this plaid flannel. It's fucking beast. Fuck yeah. I love it. But still by the afternoon, I can't wear that shit because it's too goddamn hot. Jimmy, people are being kind to your butthole and load blower. Did you make a deal with the devil? How do you know that I'm not the devil? I don't have to make deals with myself. That's kind of weird. Jew boy, why is it bad for me to do blackface, but it's okay for a black guy to do whiteface? See, here's the thing. So, what? Okay, so of all the black people I know, yes, blackface is offensive. But if you wanted to like dress up as Samuel L. Jackson for Halloween, and you did the like brown tone to your skin, like people don't get upset by that shit. That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is the fucking Little Black Sambo shit from way fucking back in the day, where it's actual like shoe polish black, and they paint on the big red lips. And yeah, that shit, I get it, man. That's fucking weird because, I mean, you know, you're just basically saying that all black people look like chimps or apes, and that's fucked up. I get it. But when I was married, my oldest stepson, he, for Halloween one year, wanted to go as Mace Windu. This kid was like 10 years old and shaved his fucking head. Okay, a 10-year-old boy shaved his head. He looked like a little cancer patient for like the next 2 months, okay, just for Halloween, just so we could paint his entire head and his arms brown. And he had like the legit Jedi robe, like the Jedi costume, and he got the purple lightsaber, and he straight up looked like Mace Windu. Like he looked like a little Samuel L. Jackson, and it was fucking awesome, and nobody got offended by it, and nobody was upset. It was fucking great. Do you know why? Because it wasn't blackface. That's why. Okay, Taco John. Why can't I meet Michael J. Fox in real life? I just want a martini shaken, not stirred. Jenny, come get your boy. Get him away from my goddamn comments. God damn it, Taco John. All right, last question. Look, man, y'all even got bonus minutes. It's almost 40 minutes of mayhem, you lucky fucks. Russ, I have considered podcasting and was wondering if you have any advice for me besides just fucking do it, or if you advertise on my page, I'll kill you dead. No, that pretty much sums it up, brother. No, man, podcasting, you got to understand, man, I've been doing audio production and I've been interested in this for, 24 years. Yeah, 24 years. I started doing the shit like this when I was 16, like mixing audio and things like that. And I had a mixer board and I was making making music through my computer very basically, man. And like back when that shit just first started happening. And it's just something that stuck with me. So I realized that I was going to be able to carry it over into doing a podcast. The one thing I will tell you is if you want to do a podcast and you want to do it well, don't throw down, $100 or $200 on one of these little podcast starter kits, with this little tiny mixer and a shit microphone, and you think that you're just going to magically plug and play and be able to, dude, the sound game is, it's a whole different beast. And the old adage holds true of you get what you pay for. And if you were to see my studio, like my equipment, it ain't the best, but it's sure as shit ain't cheap. And it's not easy. Like when I'm in here on Sundays and I got 4 or 5 of us in here, I'm fucking trying to stay engaged in a conversation while I'm watching a computer screen, monitoring the audio levels, monitoring my mixer for the audio levels there for the output, and having to adjust each individual channel on the fly as we're going, because motherfuckers like to do this and scream into the microphone. And, but whenever I'm doing mic check for them, they're like, mic check, 1, 2, test, check, 1, 2. They do shit like that. And so I turn their fucking gain way the fuck up because I think, oh, okay, they're not going to talk very loud. And then, and yeah, it fucks everything up. So, yeah, be ready for a lot of aggravation, man. There's my advice. If you have infinite fucking patience, podcasting is for you. I don't, and I hate this. So, with that being said, that's the end of today's show, kids. I'm your host, the King of Villains, Bulldog Maliko. This is the Bulldog Unchained podcast. This has been 41 fucking minutes of mayhem. So kiss my dick with your tongue out. Later, bitches.
Show's over, motherfuckers.